Hello. I think I'm gonna start every video by clapping now because that's just who I am. Anyway, so hi, hello, how are you? How are you doing? How's your day going? I hope you're having an amazing day. Unless you're Ariana anti or a K-pop anti, it's okay if you don't like K-pop, but if you're a K-pop anti, you're xenophobic, and that's just how it is. So I hope you're having a horrible day. Anyway, yeah. So in case you couldn't tell by the title, how that goes, we are going to be talking about the Grammys today. Sorry, that was a yellow card. It really just distracted me. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the Grammys today. Yeah, so the Grammys, they are, you know what they are. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say what the Grammys are. Why am I like this? Oh my god. Can I just get my thoughts together for a second? So today is the 27th. Today's the 27th. Grammys happened on the 26th of January 2020. And the thing is, I had to do this video directly after I found out like what happened. You know what I mean? Like it happened last night. I wasn't watching it because I don't have CBS because who has cable anymore? And my satellite, like we have like a little satellite thing, but it's not set up. Anyway, that's not important. But I like read things, like I was keeping up with it like as soon as they happened, you know, like, with the things that were happening, with the performances, with the not nominations, but the winners. Okay. So that being said, let's talk. All right. I was gonna make a video about the nominations, but the thing is that when I read the nominations list, I was so infuriated, like literally infuriated. It was like I don't know why I was that invested in it. I didn't know I was until I saw it. But anyway, so when it came out, I was literally yelling to the great unknown in my car, like driving, like make it make sense, like it did not make sense. But the thing was that I got all my thoughts out, and then they left my head. And as soon as they leave my head, they're gone. So since they left my head, I had nothing to say in the video. But now, it's still fresh, so we're gonna go with it. So the first thing I want to talk about is definitely, I'm not sitting like this. It's definitely the performances. Those are on a good note. My favorite performance of the night was definitely without a doubt. What am I doing? Was definitely without a doubt Demi Lovato's Anyone performance. I think that was very good. She's such a talented singer, and it was just very emotional. It was very raw. And not saying that you have to exploit your emotions to have a good performance, but I just appreciate that she was, I don't know, felt comfortable enough to do that on the stage. But yeah, I think that's been a hitter for Demi Lovato literally since Sunny with a Chance? Is that when she first came out? Either Sunny with a Chance or Camp Rock. Whenever she first came out, not like besides Disney, when she first came onto Disney. No, I remember when she first came onto Disney was that like the bell rings or something like that. When the bell rings, that's when that's when I became like a Demi Lovato stan. I'm kind of not a stan anymore, but I'm definitely a fan, only because I don't listen to her music a lot anymore lately. But she's going through personal things, so there's not that much music that I know of. Maybe I should check that out for myself. But anyway, it was just a very good performance. I really liked it. 10 out of 10. My second favorite performance, and if Demi didn't do what she did for Anyone, this would be my number one performance, because before I saw Demi's, I was like, this was great. This was a good performance. It was objectively good. Was actually Lil Nas X's Old Town Road. And look at his whole thing, because afterward he did that thing with Nas, right? I don't know what song that was. I'm not really an old Nas stan, but whatever. So yeah, even though Old Town Road is that's a dead horse, it's beaten to death already, I think it was very creative the way that he / his team did the performance, with the revolving room and having different styles for each room when each collaborating artist. I feel like he had really good stage presence and energy. I'm not sure if he's does he in his head, is his head canon that he's a dancer or something like that? Because I'm not really sure what he's doing with that, but he does it every day, every time he performs. And then they do it in the Panini video where he was dancing and all that. I don't know. I'm not coming at his dancing, because you've seen my dancing, so who am I? But whatever, that this thing that happens. Also, my boys, BTS were there. So I mean, of course they were, but whatever. Which is another situation. We're gonna get back to the BTS situation in the Grammys, okay? But moving on. My third favorite performance is actually Lizzo's. I'm not the biggest Lizzo fan of like her music, but I don't dislike her as a person. Like I definitely do not dislike her as a person. I feel like she's probably nice. I don't know her, but I mean I don't have any reason to dislike her. And like I don't want to give her any more hate on the internet, especially with all the hate that she's already been coming over or having come at her. Um, yeah, people are just vile, you know. So as a person, I don't know her. I don't dislike her, and I mean, I guess I like her. I don't have anything to dislike about her. She's kind of nice, I guess. But I'm not the biggest fan of her music. You know, whatever. Moving on. But I think that her performance was really good. It was very creative, and that's how I've seen all her performances like be. She's just I don't know. She's very good at like thinking outside the box. Not really outside the box, just being creative. You know, like the ballerinas. It was a cute idea. It was nice. You know. Oh, that was such a nasty little. I guess I'm sick. Okay, guys, I'm sick. Woo. My fourth, yeah, fourth year performance is gonna be Ariana Grande's. Yeah, her performance. It was an Ariana Grande performance, definitely. Well, it was an Ariana. Why can I speak today? It was an Ariana Grande performance, but it definitely was not an Ariana Grande vocal performance. Okay, the dancing, whatever. That's just what she does. We've seen it. We know. But I don't know what was up. But like I don't know. She seemed very emotional, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing, of course. I just said Demi Lovato doing it was great. But no, I don't know. She just seemed like her. I remember her breathing was off or something. But when she was trying to like really go for it, she kind of couldn't. You could hear it in her voice. It was kind of shaky. I don't know what that was about because I've heard that girl like do live performances, do like some movement, some action, whatever, blah blah blah, and then just like bounce back from it, like you know. So I don't know what that was about, but okay, it was still a good performance. Yeah, I think those are all my favorite performances right there. Yeah, my least favorite performance I would say is definitely hands down, without a doubt, the ACDC Run DMC performance. That was a mess. Okay, first of all, who told Steven Tyler he still has the same voice he had back in what, like the 80s or the 90s or whenever that was? He doesn't. And he doesn't need to think that he does, because when he thinks he does, that's what we got yesterday. It was a mess. Okay, it was just cacophony. That's literally all I heard. Cacophony. Okay, like, and then Run DMC came out, and I mean, they were just like, I don't know, it was weird. When they laid the songs on top of each other, it sounded horrible. It was like them laying the songs on top of each other was like freaking adding ammonia and bleach. That's what that was. And then I could hear it in my ears. I could hear the ammonia and the bleach. Literally, my ears hurt. I don't say this very often. Okay, I really do not say this very often about music. I try to always find something good in something. You know what I mean? That made my ears hurt. It was just, I don't know who let that happen, but whoever it was needs to be fired immediately. So, now that we're done with that, let's talk about the nomination. Let's talk about the winners. Okay. I'm not going to talk about every winner, like I didn't talk about every performance. I'm going to talk about the problem that happened last night. Okay. So, Ariana Grande, 2018, she came out with Sweetener, right? Great album. Songs of the year, like not Grammy wise. I can't remember what won Song of the Year last year for the Grammys. It doesn't really matter. But like some of the top songs of 2018, without a doubt, undeniably, were from Sweetener. 2018 was Ariana Grande's like the end of 2016 and 2018 was definitely the year when everyone was like, okay, the locals are like Ariana Grande, the white gays are like Ariana Grande, okay, and everyone who has just like I don't know some type of knowledge of how things work in the world and like in popularity standards, they know that if the white gays like you, in a few months the locals are gonna like you. And I'm not discrediting the white gay community, but that's just how it is, okay? So 2018 that happened, you know, she had God as a Woman, she had Breathing. Breathing, I couldn't get away from it on the radio. Like it got to the point where I and Ariana Grande stan started to kind of dislike Breathing, okay? Because it was always on. I couldn't get away from it. 2019, she came off the box. She had Thank You Next. Thank You Next is a great album. Okay, I'm not saying it's better than Sweetener. I'm not saying Sweetener's better. I'm not gonna get into that. But it was a great album. Thank You Next, the song, literally always on the radio. Politicians were talking about it. Like everyone knew about Thank You Next. Ariana Grande, that was her year. 2019 was her year, undeniably speaking. And it's not even arguable at this point that the biggest pop star of 2019 was Ariana Grande. Because, you and Ariana anti will say, okay, no. Okay, I'll let you say no, right? You can say no. Who else was it? I'm waiting. Who else was it? In 2019, who else was coming out the gate like that? The only other two pop girls that I can literally think of were Camila Cabello and Taylor Swift. Camila Cabello, first of all, Camila Cabello can't even sing. So let's not even, I don't even need to get into what Camila Cabello is. Not the pop princess. She's not the pop nothing. Alright, come on now. Don't even breathe that name in the same sentence as Ariana Grande. Now, Taylor Swift, you'll say, oh, but Raja, Taylor Swift got the, whatever, what was that, like, I don't know, some type of MTV award, like, person of the decade, like, artist of the decade, wasn't it? Yeah, that was, save my thoughts. Anyway, Lover did not do objectively as well as Thank You Next did. Lover, which song of Lover was on the radio constantly? And I'm using the radio as a barometer for this because that's where the locals listen to it. The Grammys, basic popularity is in the locals. In the local community, not the best. But that's where, if someone's made it with the locals and the stands, they've made it. Okay? Taylor Swift has done so. She made it with the locals and the stands. But how many songs off of Lover can you even name? You can name Lover and you can name Me. Who even liked Me? Okay, first of all, Me, payola, for it to be playing on the radio for that much, or me to even know the song Me, payola. Anyway, so the point I'm coming to right now, I'm not even sure if I completely made my point because the thoughts left my brain. But yeah, Ariana Grande's year was 2019, without a doubt. Like, she headlined Coachella. So it made sense when Miss Grande was nominated in 5 categories. How many? Which? I know it's 5. Like, which one? It was Album of the Year, Song of the Year, right? I'm looking at the thing. What the heck? Okay, not Song of the Year. Okay, Album of the Year. I am not. My things are not gathered. Okay, Pop Duo performance. I'm pretty sure she was our Artist of the Year too, wasn't she? Record of the Year. I'm not about to look through this whole thing because this thing is disgustingly put together. Whatever. But yeah, 5 categories. I had a conversation with an Ariana Grande anti earlier. Even they realized that if nothing else, Ariana should at least have gotten Record of the Year with 7 rings. It's still on the radio. It's 2020 and 7 Rings is still constantly on the radio. Break Up with Your Boyfriend is still constantly on the radio. So you gotta recognize, even if you don't personally like Ariana Grande, you can see the proof. So let's ask the audience. Let's look at the papers. Let's look at the receipts. She's out here. She's like the sales, the radio play, the concert sales, okay? She's everywhere. She's like the top girl in everyone's mind. So tell me why, after being nominated for 5 categories, she didn't come home with not one trophy. Not one. What sense does that make? Like, how can you feel so miserably at that? Like, not even one. And I'm not saying this to discredit Lizzo or to discredit Billie Eilish, but come on now. There was no one else this year who came out as hard as she did. Like, at all. And the thing was, I knew going into the Grammys, like going into the looking like for the winners and whatnot, that she wasn't gonna be like, I didn't think she was gonna come out swinging. I really did not think she was gonna come out swinging. And you know why? Because during her tour, she had like a little bit of like a low moment. And during that low moment, Billie Eilish kind of skyrocketed during that moment. Which I'm not discrediting Billie. I think that she's talented as well. I'm not discrediting Lizzo either. But they both capitalized off the low moment she had when she was on tour. I could not get away from either Truth Hurts nor Bad Guy. But guess what? Guess what, sweetie? Those are the only two songs I can say by those artists. They have one song that people know. Okay? I'm a stan. And you're gonna tell me that Ariana Grande, 5 nominations, 0 trophies, awards, trophies, what the heck ever. Come on. Whew. And this is the same thing that y'all did to Mariah, okay? Like, you know, when you did this to Mariah, it was just like it's what do you gain? What do you Grammys? What do you gain from this? What do you gain from having the one of the biggest, if not the biggest female pop star in the world, go to your show, sit through that 11,522 hour long show, perform. You had the girl perform a medley of her songs, and you gave her 0 trophies. That is such a spit in the face. Okay? Like, and you know what? You know what would be an even bigger spit in the face? Good transition coming through. Having someone come to your, someone with a big fan base, or a group, maybe, come to your show, perform at your show, sit on your red carpet, sit, walk, whatever, take pictures for your red carpet, and not even nominate them. It would be an even bigger spit in the face if the performance that you guys have them do was just a little collab. An even larger spit in the face is that with this artist, they are literally one of the biggest in the world. Why did they do BTS like that? What do you gain? That means, what did you gain from that? Not even nominating them? Okay, literally what you're saying to them, or to like the whole like K-pop community, the ARMY community, what you're saying is that, yeah, we'll take your viewership, we'll take your performance, we'll take your talent, we'll exploit you to. All they did was they exploited the following that BTS has, just to have them come to their show so people could watch that measly little crumb show, that super unnecessarily long show, just so that they could, parade them out for like 5 seconds and then just have them come back. Did you see? I saw this video earlier where one of the announcers, I don't know who the heck this guy was, but they were, I guess the show was about to start again or whatever, and someone had the nerve to get on his intercom, microphone, whatever you call it, and say, BTS, take your seats. First of all, there were other people standing. I can clearly see in that video there are other people standing. How dare you? Like, do you realize how disrespectful that is? Like, what's going through your head that says, I will take your viewership, I will take your talent, I will exploit you, but I'm not gonna even nominate you. Like, BTS is literally, according to CNN, according to anyone, like, okay, who's saying CNN is the gatekeeper of all knowledge? According to like most people, BTS is literally the biggest boy band in the world. The world. They're selling out in freaking. They're going to Dubai. They're going to Middle Eastern countries, which most artists wouldn't even think about going to. They go to those countries, they play in those countries, and they sell out stadiums. Sports arenas are sold out by BTS. BTS literally had the biggest album of 2019. Okay, Map of the Soul Persona. It's, first of all, great album. Like, objectively great album. Like, what flops are in that album? Okay, name one song that's not good. Anyway, moving on. The biggest album in the world, you could nominate one song. Like, you couldn't. Okay, and even if you didn't do that, like, what Boy with Love came out 2019, right? I'm not losing my mind, am I? Yeah, no, it came out 2019. You couldn't even do that. I mean, okay, Boy with Love, not my favorite song. I've gotta say, I don't dislike the song. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I want to listen to Boy with Love, put that on. But It's the song that's like, it's specifically, it caters to what you like. Okay, it's literally, it has Halsey, the definition of privilege. Okay, I'm not saying that she doesn't have her own struggles, blah blah blah, whatever. Get a life, get a job. Halsey can't sing, but she makes music. She makes music that people listen to and buy. So they have a song with Halsey, one of the best songs of 2019. It really was, because 2019 was a very dry year. And you couldn't even say that that was the best pop group or best pop duo. But you know what you can say was Boyfriend. I'm an Ariana stan. I've been an Ariana stan since 2013, and I can tell you right now, Boyfriend was not a Grammy nominating. I can't get my thoughts together. Boyfriend was not the song the Grammys apparently thought it was. I mean, they didn't win. It didn't deserve a nomination. And you know what definitely didn't deserve a nomination? Senorita, okay, with Camila Costanzo and Shawn Mendes, okay, aka Piece of White Bread. It wasn't even an interesting song. And you nominated that for a Grammy, but you couldn't nominate freaking BTS and Halsey, which is literally, it's a groundbreaking music. Like, I just don't understand. No, I do understand. I'm not sure why I keep saying that I don't understand. Because this isn't the first time that this has happened. The Grammys have been this way. And not to say, not to pull the race card, which isn't a thing, by the way. If you think that pulling the race cards are a real thing, you might want to look into something because you might have a problem up there. Anyway, not to pull any type of cards or just like use something as a scapegoat, but you wouldn't be doing this if it was, I don't know, if Ed Sheeran or Justin Bieber had come up with something actually good this year, you wouldn't be doing that to them. Okay, if Ed Sheeran in like 20, let's say 16, if Ed Sheeran in 2016 had reached out to, like, I don't know, who was even big in K-pop, BTS. If Ed Sheeran in 2016 had reached out to BTS, but it was Ed Sheeran's song and BTS did one line, that would have been nominated. It probably would have won. You would have said, "Oh, this is a groundbreaking thing. This is mapping together the world," or whatever you want to say whenever you think that a white man's the savior of all ethnic people. The point is, the Grammys are sexist and racist, xenophobic as well. Xenophobic, racist. I'm pretty sure I'm putting them in the same card, honestly. But this wouldn't have happened to an Ed Sheeran or a John Mayer. I can't think of that many white men, because I like to forget that. Whatever. Moving on. So y'all should have learned that when they snubbed Anti by Rihanna and Beyonce, Lemonade by Beyonce in the same year to Adele, who had one song that people actually knew from that album. Not discrediting the album, not discrediting Adele because she did a great job. It's actually a very good album. But let's be honest, how many songs do you really know at the back of your hand besides someone like you? Once that happened, you should have known. Not saying that you shouldn't have known beforehand. Not saying that you shouldn't have known beforehand because of the past of the Grammys in the 90s. Not saying they shouldn't have known beforehand. Saying that we're living in America. But, and my thing is, why do we still watch? Okay? Like, Arianators, Army, we're literally the biggest fandoms in the world. And we're sitting here and we're still supporting. And the problem is, we can't not support our artists. We need to find out that line where you support your artists, but you don't support where they're performing. Because it's not like I wouldn't have watched Ariana's performance. It's not like I wouldn't have watched BTS in their little 5-second freaking whatever that was, what they have with Soul Town Road or whatever. But something needs to change. We have the power to change it because we're the only ones who promote most of the things that our artists do. So, could that dog shut up? Okay, dog, shut up. My thoughts are already incoherent. Let me just live. Alright, anyway, I'm pretty sure that's all I need to say. Yeah. So the Grammys are canceled. That's it. Okay, well, if you made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your uncle, share this video with your grandma, share this video with your cousin who lives in another country. I have a cousin who lives in another country, just Canada things. So, yeah, I hope so. Bye. Love you guys.